is on here. This one's old. I gotta keep it in here.
Joseph Kennedy and John F. Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, she heard it back. I'm gonna see it out.
we continue with Lecha Dodi on page 19. Oh, Cantor's here too, look at that. Nice. Turchin with us, with Cantor. And of course, that is one of my favorite Lecha Dodis. That one is from Kohen Neshama, a congregation in Jerusalem. If you listen to the tune of it, it's supposed to be a Native American tune. That's where it comes from. Isn't that cool? They also have a Baruch Hu that's Japanese of that congregation. It's very cool. That was a very common synagogue for us rabbinic students in the late 80s to go to. That was our synagogue. We loved it. Very cool place, very contemporary. But it was neat to see the integration of different music styles at the synagogue too, there in Jerusalem. Really beautiful. And I think, we do anything else? Or can we do a little candle sound? What do you guys think? Candle sound? Far out. I'm so excited. I'm not as excited as Amanda Hansen is, but I'm excited. Oh, she's already coming up. We called you up? Yeah, look at you. It is my great honor to invite our bat mitzvah of tomorrow morning, the one and only Amanda Hansen. And of course, her wonderful parents, Beth and Todd, big brother Daniel, big sister Megan. We are on page 56.
On this day, we see the world in a new light. On this day, we add new spirit to our lives. On this day, we taste a new time of peace. We rest from desire for gain, ambition, and possessions. We raise our eyes to look beyond time and space towards eternity. May we come to see the world in a new light. As it is written, let a new light shine upon Israel, and let it be our blessing to see its splendor. Baruch atah Adonai.
Let's not do that yet. Let's do this first.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'tzvotav tzivanu l'chadnik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed is the eternal power that inspires your people to kindle the light of Shabbat, and blessed is the source of life and light.
May we be blessed with a life of dignity, creation, and freedom. May we be blessed with a life of joy, love, and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'adlik ner shel
Now that we welcome Shabbat, I invite you to welcome the person next to you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Maybe introduce yourself to someone you don't know. Top of page 58. And though we can never experience the full joy of beauty, yet may we learn to see the beauty in the world and in ourselves. Your turn. Open our hearts to the light of your presence and the joy of your love. Help us to see goodness and truth, for in this way can we see you in human life. Now Shabbat is with us. Now reach out for the divine in ourselves and in the world. Thank you, Brenda. Here, time and place invite our commitment to the ancient purposes that are our present hopes. Now time and place are one, bringing promise of triumph over anguish and despair. And when we shall have gone from this place on our separate ways, may our words and promises bring fulfillment and peace.
May our words and promises become deeds, bringing fulfillment and peace.
In the sanctuary, we seek to free ourselves from the fears and conflicts that estrange us from one another.
May our words and thoughts give us hope and strength.
We therefore claim the eternal power in the universe that helps us to grow in understanding and love and leads us to freedom. Page 60.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba. Almighty v'rach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayecho u'yomecho u'chayetecho beit Yisrael. Ba'akada, ba'akada, u'vizman kari, ve'imeru.
Turn to page 61, you'll notice there's an arrow pointing up. That tells you if you're able to please rise. See an arrow pointing down that tells you if you're able to please be seated. We continue with Baruch Hu on page 61.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla la la la, yalla la la la.
Page 62. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidbaro ma'ariv arabim v'chokhmah poteach she'arim v'tuna meshane itim u'machaliv et hazmanim u'mesader et hakochavim v'mishmerotehem barakir kirtzono borei yom v'layla kolel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or u'ma'avir yom mevi layla ומעביר לבין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אלחי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. On the bottom, page 63, and observe it with a whole heart.
Teach us to pray that we may walk in truth, unite our hearts and
Then we shall walk in liberty, mercy and truth shall meet, justice and peace shall embrace.
And we will give thanks to you, Adonai, and honor your name forever.
Blessed are you, Adonai, call us with your mitzvot, call us to proclaim your creation with a whole heart, to serve you with a willing spirit and with a pure mind, to proclaim your unity. Let's take a deep breath in, breathing out. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Continue on page 66, led by our Bach Mitzvah tomorrow morning. Over here.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך eternal your God, with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your being. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way. When you lay down and when you rise up, bind as a sign on your hand. Let them say before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorsteps of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my love and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to God. I am Adonai, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Temple Emanu-El.
Page 68. From the beginning of the universe, we have witnessed and participated in the destruction of the world's wondrous creations, and our hands are the tools to rehabilitate our earth, rebuild the beauty and splendor while reclaiming the land. When will restitution come? When we look upon the earth as our responsibility. From the beginning of time, our people saw revealed the power of the Most High. In honoring God's gift, we must avoid polluting nature, land, sea, and sky, while remembering that human beings are not the earth's master. Page 70.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Ashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkiveinu, Beshalom. Adonai Eloheinu, Ashkiveinu, Beshalom.
continue on page 72 with the central portion of our worship with our tefillah. And I see an arrow is all I'm saying.
Sepatatita uvia gilatilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, let my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rahel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el, Haggadol, Hagibor, Ve'anara, Elohim, Gomel, Chasadim, Tovim, Ve'konei Ha'or, V'zocher Chasdei Elevot, Ve'imachot, Ve'vi Ge'ulah Livnei B'neihem, Nema'an Shemo Zer u'Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Nagei Abraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'ram Adonai, mehayeh hakol atah ram le'oshia, mo'orid Mehakel hayim lehesed, mehayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofei holim, umatir asurim, u'nekayem emunato, lishenei afar, v'nihalo haba'al geburot, u'nidol melach, Elohim u'mahayeh u'masmiach Yeshua ve'manata hayotako Baruch atah Adonai mehayeh ha'ol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh v'kadoshim v'kol yom yechalelu ha'selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Page 75. Days pass and the years vanish and walk sightless among miracles. Adonai, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. And we, clay touched by God, reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder. Page 79. On the bottom, we join together. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people and the world with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hambarech et amo Yisrael et ha'olam ha-shalom. Emphasis on the shalom. I'd like you to close your prayer book, your Siddur, for just a moment. It is our custom, our minhag on a Kabbalat Shabbat, just have a word of Torah as we enter our silent reflection. This is a pretty good Torah portion, right, Amanda? Shabbat mitzvah, portion ba'alotecha. Boy, let me tell you, she chants it so well. Oh my gosh, she can't wait for tomorrow. She's so good. But this portion also, I think, could be called the kvetchers. Truth be told. Why? Because the Israelites are constantly kvetching in the beginning of this portion. They kvetch, I don't have food, I don't have water, I don't have meat, I don't have. And who's the one who has to hear it all? Moses. Oh yeah. Moses has to hear the kvetching. He has to be the king kvetcher, having to listen to all that. Well, what does Moses do? He doesn't just want to hear kvetching. He ultimately goes to God for help, according to the story. And what is he taught? He is taught, given very important advice, he's taught that he needs to gather 70 elders, if you will, the first board of trustees. 70 elders to help handle the kvetchers. It's brilliant because now Moses has these 70 elders. They get to deal with the kvetchers. I get to sit back and I'll just handle you guys. Which is not easy dealing with 70 people that have to hear a lot of kvetching, because then they're going to be kvetchers also. That's the way this goes. But it's beautiful. Why? Because Moses demonstrates 3 very important qualities about leadership. And I don't know about you, but I'm thinking a lot about leadership right now, for obvious reasons. First of all, he listens to his people. He actually listens to his people. Hence the problem. He's hearing all the kvetching, but he's listening. Leader has to listen. And a leader has to get help and take advice when able. And he does that too. In fact, he does that, as we learned with Jethro, his father-in-law, a Midianite priest, who also gives him great advice. He listens to him. He listens to those around him. And he also realizes it's not about him. He's part of a team of leadership with the 70 elders. It's not just about him. And I know that as I consider what's up and coming over these next few months, that for me is something that's super important as I think about who should lead our country, who should lead Israel, who should be leading. It should be someone who first and foremost loves and cares about people and is really willing to listen and to hear them. I think that's the most important thing in the end. And for you and I, actually, that's the most important thing we can do with each other, is be really good listeners. We're very good at talking, very good at saying, I feel this way. But are we good at really listening to others? So as we pause for just a few moments, I invite us to do some listening. Yaseh Shalom. Hu Yaseh, Hu Yaseh, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu. We now focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. On this Shabbat, we think of Seth Ammerman, Janet Avrovich, August Al, Ira Berkowitz, Don Barnett, Mort Berlant, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Pauline Bronstein, Carol Brindell, Francie Brown, John Castro, Talia Sorowski, Bonnie Coleman, Deanna Courtwright, Ellen Dover, Toby Ellman, Diane Fisher, Jennifer Schaff-Hyman, Holly Fugit, Juan Garcia, Josie Garcia, Marcia Garcia, Jerry Gassman, Marcia Geezer, Libby Gray, Jack Haas, Olivia Hand, Avram Harris, Linda Harris, Rob Haas, Linda Hoffman, Sharon Jackson, Rolando Johnson, Mimi Jones, Sylvia Karp, Joy Kaiser, Noed Lahat, Elizabeth Ledwitz, Dan Lee, Carol Lerner, Jackie Levinson, Bobby Lotman, Janice Lucero, Maureen McIntyre, Sherry Mates, Stephanie Marceri, Rich McCarthy, Scott McCaslin, Misty Johnson, Naomi Nakano Matsumoto, Nathan Orloff, Glenn Overstreet, Gilbert Palazzo, Melanie Pearson, Mary Pinsley, Ann Port, Sherry Prezant, Stephanie Rasmussen, Ramon Rivas, Linda Rogers, Julius Rodriguez, Daryl Sanchez, Laura Sanders, Victoria Schneider, Norman Schoenfeld, Norma Slavit, Laura Sepulstra, Rabbi Jonathan Stein, Jonathan Stern, Margie Stein, Donna Thyman, Sue Timpson, Carol Turnbull, Sue Witten, Monica Wiley, Yaakov Ben Ada, Megan Young, Rich Zaberger. If you wish to add another name to our healing list, I invite you to raise your hand. Thank you.
Charles Deshevsky.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
George, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We wish upon all those who mentioned, those who remain unnamed, the refuah shlema, a speedy and complete recovery as we join together praying for their better health. I invite you to turn to page 111 as we do Mishaberach by Debbie Friedman.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Brandon Frederick. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our courtyard Kabbalat Shabbat led by Rabbi Magat, Cantor Schaffertz, and Dara Turchin. After service, join us in the back of the courtyard for the Kiddush, Hamotzi, and Oneg. Tonight's Oneg is sponsored by the Hansen family in honor of Amanda's Bat Mitzvah. and Nancy Gersten in memory of her beloved mother, Sarah. Mazel tov to Beth Freeman Hansen and Todd Hansen on the bat mitzvah of their daughter Amanda tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Check your handout, the Shalom table, which is in the Temple House, which is closed, or our website for all the upcoming events. I'm not going to read them all, but there's a few important ones. For instance, the upcoming mitzvah opportunity on Sunday, June 30th. There is also the Rose, White, and Blue Parade on 4th of July that Temple's participating in, and my daughter and I will be marching in. And we are also in the midst of the JFS Back to School Drive. We hope to see you all for our next Friday Kabbalat Shabbat Patio Service, 6:15 p.m. right here in our beautiful Summer Songs Courtyard. Shabbat Shalom.
We continue on page 116. As we come to the moment in our service, we think about members of our family and our community who have died recently or in years past. I invite you, upon hearing the name of your loved one, if you choose to stand as a sign of love and grief for that person, and to remain standing till all the names on our yard side list have been recited. Then together we'll all rise. And of course, I have to mention the loss of a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest ball players of all time, Willie Mays, we lost this week. As well as we think of those that are grieving the Shiva the first week of mourning for the following Israelis that died. Sergeant Sadia Yaakov Deri, 27 years old. Sergeant Omer Smadga, 25. Sergeant Sur Avraham, 22. Sergeant Shalom Menachem, 21. Sergeant Yakir Yaakov Levi, 21. Sergeant Oz Yeshaya Gruber, 20. Sergeant Or Blumovitz, 20. Sergeant Stansliv Kostarev, 21. Sergeant Ite Amar, 19. Sergeant Aliyu Moshe Zimbalist, 21. Sergeant Major Ilon Weiss, 49 years old. Captain Eitan Koplovich, 28. Sergeant Yair Reutman, 19. Captain Wasim Mahmoud, 23. We also think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning for Barbara Neiman. Tim Zimmer. We also think of all of those that perished in Israel since October 7th, as well as those civilians who have died in the West Bank and Gaza. We also think of those that are grieving the Shana, the first year of mourning, for Sheldon Aronowitz, Mark Atlas, Frederick J. Billmeyer, Michael Blevins, Sally Colby, Mal Kosman, Lucille Delman, Jenny Deshansky, Vera Doktorovich, Ingrid Eisenstein, Professor David Ellenson, Frederica Edis, Ruth Fox, Marilyn Fuller, Meyer Goldberg, Vicki Nosanoff Goldman, Bobby Gornberg, Justin Gross, Lily Hannon, Marilyn Hanloff, Lee Henderson, Lynn Hendrickson, Roosevelt Hoover, Helen Ibsen, Kenneth Johnson, David German, Al Cadis, Bob Kaiser, David Lemon, Sandra Lemon, Daniel Long, Nancy Markham, Jean Marksheimer, Andrew Miller, Margie Milhad, Roz Mishkind, Ken Nist, Carolyn Offenhartz, Mark Pollock, Bill Poor, Nancy Polliger, Heidi Preston, Perry Perwin, Harriet Reisner, Janessa Schwartz, Judith Schwartz, Lois Starr, Shirley Stein, Guy Stern, Marcia Thaves, Scott Toddy, Harriet Weintraub, Eleanor Chastain Williams. We also think of the following that are grieving the yahrzeit of a loved one on this Shabbat, as we think of Lorraine Actor, Elsie Ball, Louis Ball, Anna Becker, George Dietering, Suzanne Dolgan, Edward F. Fagon, Glenda Gabrielson, Marvin Gallup, Leon M. Gilman, Sarah Gersten, Jenny Gillen, Max Glantz, Michael Goodman, Leon Gordon, Elsa Gordon, Dr. Elsa Gordon, David Kane, Howard Kaufman, Constance Kinspel, Dora Keisel, Jack Krulin, Gertrude Kulikowski, Philip Lehman, Dave Levin, Evelyn Marquis, Terry Martin, Don McRoberts, Pauline Milgram, Dr. Sam Miller, Helen Miller, Roberta Stivelman Newman, Harold Newman, Max Novikov, Harvey Offenhartz, Susan Parnell, Marion Pattinson, Sam Penner, Dorothy Pinsker, Arlene Ravel, Leon Rubin, Minnie Schaefer, Yetta Schneider, Mark Siegel, Steve Simon, Eva Stanley, Franziska Steinberg. Zichronam Livracha, may all the memories of our loved ones endure as a blessing as we turn to page 121 and rise, joining in together on the mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba, ve'alma divra chirutei ve'almich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayit l'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalav uzman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitfomam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalel shmei dekudesha v'lechu, le'olam miko berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo Rabba mishamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, Uyaseh shalom. Amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, and comfort to those who are bereaved among us, wherever they may be, as we say together, Amen. Please be seated. And thank you, Dara. Good job.
We'll conclude in the middle of page 128.
continue with Kiddush in the back. was listening to Bible when it comes to I'm more part. I got a hell of a weekend. If I don't have a good time, I do it. I'm not coming. You don't want to. It's not about that. It's about I should be in the year. Well, no, everybody, I'm not in the We love it. Oh, it's wonderful. We love Exactly. That's right. Yeah. As you should. No, definitely. So, it's Peter. No. That's great, right? 7 o'clock. Beautiful. No, it means a lot. So the person that means a lot. Okay? Beautiful. I was joking, people.